Hello, are you interested in financing mechanisms for NDCs in Sub-Saharan Africa?
Are you a researcher needing food for thoughts and exchange with experts and peers?
Or maybe you are a policymaker needing finance expert input for implementation of NDC and commitments?
And if you are from a sub-Saharan African country and you are in the mid of your career, then we would recommend you to apply for the Bilingual Ndc Financing Fellowship program, implemented by the Frankfurt School of Finance and Management and the African Research and Impact Network, and financed by the International Development Research Center.
So nationally determined contributions are the plans that countries have put in place in order to meet their climate change obligations. Each country which has committed to the Paris Agreement has kind of developed this plan. So now these plans are existing and they are there, they've been approved, they've been verified. So the next step is implementation. So within that step of implementation, a major gap in this is the lack of finances, lack of proper resources to be able to implement these NDCs. And this lack of financial resources is not because there are no resources out there to be able to bring to Africa to help in the implementation of the NDCs. It is because of lack of strong competencies, proper understanding of the strategies that African countries can be able to use to tap into the diverse sources of funds, sources of expertise to be able to implement their NDCs effectively.
Exactly. And that is why we jointly set up this fellowship program. The duration of the program is up to 12 months and consists of different components. First, up to 50 fellows will participate in a 6-month e-learning course, the Certified Expert in Financing NDCs, where you will become familiar with the different facets of NDC contributions and the resulting financing implications. The courses will empower you to learn about different ways to finance commitments mentioned in the submitted NDCs.
And the best 20 performing fellows of the course will then qualify for on-site training in Frankfurt and Nairobi, and a webinar series where you will have the chance to learn from experts and your peers.
So, what are the requirements to apply for and participate in the policy track?
As a policy fellow, you must have a master's degree and around 5 years of working experience in the climate-related public sector and show a strong motivation and commitment to take responsibility.
And why are researchers an important pillar of this program?
ARIN tries to bring together the researchers and policymakers to be able to dialogue together and co-produce ideas which then can be able to produce some good impacts for the continent. And we hope that through modeling ways in which research can be able to achieve impact, it will be possible then to show that really research in the continent is useful and is important for the prosperity and the developmental visions of the respective African member states, but also in line with the Africa Agenda 2063.
And what are the requirements to apply and participate in the research track?
In order to make an application, what do you need? So applicants will be required to submit a detailed curriculum vitae, a CV, indicating their academic or professional experience, as well as their interest in the NDC Finance and Implementation course or theme in general. Statement of motivation that outlines why they want to become a fellow, vision of future academic and professional career, and how the their participation in the fellowship program supports their personal goals, but also the country that they're from. Proposal for providing a clear description of the problem to be investigated in the assignment during the e-learning course. That includes, for the policy track, a policy paper that's around 4 pages, or country case study with a clear question and motivation that will guide through the documents and expected structure of the analysis, that is, will present the topic. Or if you're applying for the research track, you'll be expected to submit a research proposal providing a clear question, the questions that will guide the research process, general and specific research objectives, the methods that you use, and also the research design and procedures to be followed. each research objective. So those are the requirements that will be necessary.
Are you now curious about the program? Great, then have a look at our website for further information.
But hurry up, the deadline is already on the 31st of July 2020 for the English-speaking intake.